Today we rebel against Joe and don't pick anyone he wants us to pick. It's time for garbage time. Welcome into Garbage Time Fantasy Football. On today's show, we have a special early broadcast, and we are helping Ryan Warner draft one of his teams. Not that he really needs it, but it's fun content.
Yeah.
How you doing, JJ and Ryan?
Good. This draft lined up with my lunch break, so I just snuck into a conference room here to eat my lunch and draft for a little bit until I got to go back to work.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
This is about halfway through my drafting marathon this week. I think this is draft 3 out of 5 that I have to do this week. So my wife's ready to kill me, but it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It's no big deal. You're not working. It's fine. So that draft starts at 1 p.m., not a.m., at 1 p.m. So we got about 4 minutes till that starts. Anything crazy happening in the news that we want to talk about? We don't have to bring up every little thing like Joe likes to do.
Just Michael Thomas, hamstring. He's already dealing with some injuries again, so that might be concerning for people that took a gamble on him and drafted him or traded for him like I did.
Yeah, I'm really liking rising more and more on Chris Olave this year. He could be the top wide receiver that comes out of this class for fantasy this year at least. Obviously, people like Jameson Williams and Drake London, Garrett Wilson, all these guys could, in the long run, be better picks. But Chris Olave, I think this year has the best chance of having a really good fantasy season. Another person I wanted to talk about real quick is I know at least Joe, and I believe I watched a lot of it, of the Atlanta Jets game. That Desmond Ridder, he was slinging the ball, putting it in some really good spots. The Falcons could have got a second round. He was the second QB taken, right? I think he went second round, and then Malik Willis went in the third round.
I believe that is correct.
Yeah. Sounds great.
So I think the Falcons might have got a little bit of a steal there. I mean, obviously it's preseason, not against starters or anything like that.
He was a third round pick. I don't think there was a quarterback taken in the second, but he was taken before Willis.
Yeah. He definitely he was putting it in some really nice spots. I will give him that. Obviously, like I said, it wasn't against the top talent, but I just thought, maybe if he comes in, it actually increases Drake London's role. Not that Marcus Mariota actually looked bad during the game, but we will see.
The last thing I just want to slip in there is what do you guys think of the Mike Gesicki trade rumors? Seems like he's not going to fit well in what McDaniel wants to do in offense for the Dolphins.
I love it. I hope he does go somewhere else because I think almost anywhere he'll be more fantasy valuable than he's going to be on the Dolphins.
Yes.
Yeah. It sounds like they want him to block more, and he's just not a blocking tight end. Like, he's a pass catching tight end. I do like the fact that they're giving him the opportunity to try to go out there and be the blocking tight end too. Like they giving him the reps, they're letting him try, but I don't think that's who he is. And it's frustrating when you just want to catch passes. I mean, most tight ends just want to be wide receivers. They're just huge and they're start blocking a lot.
Not everyone's a George Kittle.
Not everyone's a George Kittle. All right, we got about 1 minute, probably a little bit less here until the draft starts.
30 seconds.
10 team, as you can see, it's 1 QB, 3 wide receiver, 2 flex, 2 running back, tight end, and stupidly defense and kicker.
Tried. I tried, guys.
All right, he tried.
And PPR.
10 teams start with the 109. So let's see what happens here. 13 seconds, 8 seconds. Well, that's lagging on mine. It probably isn't on yours, Brian, but
starting now.
There we go. He's got that. Someone's
Taylor,
got their volume on.
No surprise there.
All right, Jonathan Taylor, obviously. Christian McCaffrey, been pretty consensus 101 and 102 picks for most people.
Already
3,
more
4
running
is where people could start possibly looking at wide receiver. Cooper
Kupp
Kupp,
number
Justin
3.
Jefferson, Cooper Kupp number 3, which is normal. I wouldn't be shocked to see Dalvin Cook fall off here in a minute. I like Dalvin Cook. I think he catches a lot of balls this year, Dalvin Cook.
Yeah. I was very happy. I got to keep him at pick number 9 in my draft yesterday. Kind of a steal. There it is. Pick 4, Dalvin Cook.
Look at me calling these off. Pick number 5 is going to be Justin Jefferson. Let's go. Let's see if I can call all these picks.
You see Jamar Chase going in the first?
If he gets to 109, I know he goes to the first. Derrick Henry at 5. I don't hate that. He could, again, be just volume monster.
Jamar Chase before Justin Jefferson.
Wow.
Interesting.
I'm holding out hope that he makes Jefferson falls to you.
Josh Allen, there's Allen.
Oh yeah, there's
one
one
away
QB.
from Justin Jefferson potentially.
Yeah, if Justin Jefferson gets to us at 9, what do we got? One more pick?
One more pick. This is another Bills fan here, but I knew between these two, Josh Allen was going to go. So it'll be interesting what this one does now.
He's probably tilting right now.
I'm almost thinking Eckler, but we'll see.
I don't know when Joe sent this one, but Eckler. And it was Eckler.
Yep. So
I mean, let's look, but it's going to be Justin Jefferson, right?
Like right where we're at Justin Jefferson. So is that the pitch we're gonna make?
I would say
yes.
Justin Jefferson. Yeah.
All right.
That's crazy value for him.
We got a quick turnaround. Maybe we did Najee Harris. You got Najee Harris, Kamara. I don't want Kamara.
And just for the heckling fandom, this isn't a super flex league. It's just what we call a home league.
Yeah. Oh, so Najee went at 10.
Yep. Then he's got the turnaround at 11. Do we stack up? Take Debo at 12. All right.
He took Kamara, looks like.
Nope. Wait. He took.
That's who's available.
Oh, no. That's
he
who
took
the auto
Stephon
pick
Diggs.
would be.
So Stephon Diggs at pick 11.
Stephon Diggs, huh?
So let's see. Fantasy Pros is telling us DeAndre Swift. ESPN has Kamara, Adams, Debo, Mixon, and then Swift.
I know it seems like Kamara's not going to get suspended, but there's not a 0% chance. So it still scares me. Let's see. The 0 RB Joe's trying to, influence our draft. We're going to say, shut up, Joe. What are you thinking, Ryan?
I'm leaning Debo, but I'm also a Debo fanboy. So.
I mean, I don't mind Debo. I mean, Joe did say he's practically a running back. I wouldn't hate it. And, 0 RB might be the way to go.
I just want on the record I like Lamb better than Debo this year, but this is your draft.
I'm okay with Lamb also. I think both would be great picks right here. I think they both have very good upside.
Yeah, and really, you see the point differential of only about 6 points. So even ESPN's kind of ranked number 8. So what do we want to go with CeeDee Lamb?
I think, let's go CeeDee Lamb because I bet you he gets more volume than Debo does. There's just not a lot of people there for Dak to throw the ball to right now. All right, now we got the long wait.
Yes. So it'll be interesting to see what running backs may throw away back to us. But I know in the 3rd, 4th round, we always talk about the possibility of, a Barkley. Zeke.
I mean, honestly, if it comes down to it and we can get Saquon and Zeke in rounds 3 and 4, that could be like a really good 1-2 punch for running back. Zeke, I don't think has upside, but I think he'll be very consistent week to week, where Saquon could have more lower weeks but higher upside.
Any concerns
That's
on
just
Zeke
how I feel about the two.
with that tackle that got injured? It was a tackle, right?
Yeah, Tyron Smith probably going to miss the season.
That tackle's always injured.
Yeah,
Leonard
they just
Fournette,
drafted Tyler Smith in the first round this year, so he's probably going to have to play earlier than they wanted him to. But
how do you guys feel about that
Can you-
Fournette pick? Does that seem early?
Can you scroll down?
yeah, we can only see it. Yeah.
We can. There we go.
Debo at 15.
No, I think 14th pick overall is about where Leonard Fournette's been going. I am getting more and
I hide
more.
that banner?
Yeah, we'll hide that banner. And if you want to watch along with us, guys, make sure you're over on YouTube. Obviously, if you're watching this right now, you are on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribing. If you're listening to the audio, make sure you go over to the YouTube, like the video, subscribe to our page so you can see all the stuff that we do. And if you're on Apple, make sure you leave a review, preferably 5-star, because that's what we deserve. Get over it.
I mean, obviously.
Obviously.
What other podcasts are going to dedicate their lunch break? Come on.
Right, exactly.
Debo at 15.
Go live at random parts of the day just to keep you guys informed.
Debo at 15 seems like a pretty good value. Devontae Adams at 16.
Yeah, it's
pretty good value.
Who did Team Halsey get in the first? He had Derrick Henry and Adams. It's not a bad start.
I'm surprised though to still see Joe Mixon, DeAndre Swift, those guys still available.
I mean, if they fall to us at 3-4, then I'll be real happy.
Zeke number 17.
17. Man, I think Joe snuck into this draft.
He might have, didn't I?
But I mean, Zeke ahead of
Is he the Cowboys fan?
No.
Wow.
No. So no, not even a homerism pick.
Dang, look at that.
He's just going with what he knows.
Zeke and Fournette before Mixon.
And Swift.
And
Swift really
and Barkley.
is.
That's wild.
Well, I mean, the Barkley one, that's been at least common. Industry ADP kind of has at least Fournette over Barkley. But
Joe Mixon.
there's Joe
15.
Mixon. Hell of a steal. So,
yeah.
So who did he get in round one? He got Cooper Kupp. So he's starting Cooper Kupp and
Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon. That's a pretty good start right there. He's got to be happy. Got to remember with these 10-team leagues, the best thing to do is do like 3 wide receiver, 2 flex, because if you don't make the rosters deeper, every team seems stacked. So
exactly.
So, I mean, you want to have deeper rosters. If you can't get more teams, do more roster spots. Now we're getting the person who drafted CMC in round 1. Let's see who he gets in round 2.
I think Tyreek Hill is a little high on ESPN.
I think he's a little high everywhere. I'm just
hating on him this year, but
I don't want to say I'm hating on him, but he definitely makes me nervous. Like every time I do mock drafts and it's him, I'm always looking at the people around him. I just feel more secure about those picks than I would Tyreek Hill.
Ron Aziz Ujulari was carried off the field.
No, he wasn't.
Who was?
He lost. Giants defensive end.
Tyreek Hill, 19, right when we were talking about him. Still got DeAndre Swift, Mark Andrews, Kelsey.
Yeah, the fact that no tight end has went, that's wild also.
Kelsey's like 21 on ESPN, so it's definitely different.
Yeah. A lot of people are high on AJ Brown.
Is that Brandon? Oh, that's the who's available. I thought Brandon Cooks just went. Oh my God.
No. Travis Kelce just went. Are they listening to this?
I mean, there says we have 2 viewers. We know one's Joe. He wants to know if Azeez Ojulari went off on a cart.
No, he had his arm around a trainer on each side and needed help limping off.
Justin Jefferson at pick 9 is insane. I'm still not over it.
Yeah, that doesn't usually happen.
Not only were you wrong, but Patrick Mahomes still hasn't even went.
Is it 6 or 4 points per passing touchdown?
6.
6, because that's how much a touchdown is worth.
I fully agree with that philosophy. I hate 4 per passing touchdown.
Nick Chubb, first pick of the 3rd round.
That should be pretty decent. He's going to get a lot of work.
Any more news out of the Kareem Hunt situation? I know he was requesting a trade. They said they weren't going to do it.
No, he's been practicing. I don't think he's going anywhere.
Much like I said way earlier in the season when someone was saying that he was going to get cut because he wasn't costing any money. He's not going to get cut. They're not going to trade him. He's a great player that's costing them very little money. Like
DeAndre Swift, second pick of the 3rd.
So who got him? The team with CMC?
Patrick
yeah.
Mahomes goes. Keenan Allen goes.
Yeah, the team with CMC got DeAndre Swift.
Ryan, can you go to who's available?
Yep. Mark Andrews,
Javonte, Jesus.
James
Aaron
Carter,
Jones.
James Conner, Aaron Jones.
Barkley.
Look how far down they got my boy.
I wouldn't
Who's your
hate
boy?
getting Barkley at the end of the 3rd.
Saquon. We'll look at the list because a lot of them look to be following the ADP there. If we can get Saquon in the 4th, maybe grab someone else in the
Mark Andrews in the 3rd, maybe?
3rd.
I'm not as high on Andrews as you. I would take Barkley, or AJ Brown over him, but
Okay.
I don't think we need to take wide receiver. Well, I mean, it is 3 wide receiver full PPR.
and
The
2
value's
flex.
there.
And there's some value. There's some sleepers at the tight end position too. You'd always look at, like Cole Kmet's a possible breakout player they have.
Right.
Hunter Henry, his touchdown value, he's been one that could sneak in later.
Homerism.
Yeah, it's homerism. But he did have this. He was tied for the most touchdowns by a tight end last season. So Aaron Jones.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
If he would have fell to us in the 3rd, that would be Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts in the 3rd.
This draft is wild.
Bunch of wild cards, man.
Wild card. That's a soundbite we need.
A wild card soundbite. I love it.
A wild card soundbite.
Can work on that.
Maybe get the clip from Always Sunny.
In about 30
Charlie.
seconds, Joe's going to send us a soundbite for a wild card.
Right. No, it'll have a whole video. He's probably already got one made.
2 more till we're up. Saquon Barkley goes.
Oh, damn. That's the Giants fan, isn't it?
No, actually. So that leaves us Mark Andrews, Javon. Oh, so
Mark Andrews would be the
Gabe
pick
Davis
if
just
we
went
Gabe Davis in the 3rd.
by the Bills fan.
Wow.
So that gives us Mark Andrews, Javonte Williams, James Conner, T. Higgins, Mike Evans, DJ Moore. Got Cam Akers there. Pittman, AJ Brown. Do we want to go running back?
If this is my draft, I take Javonte and hope for AJ Brown on the way back.
I was gonna think Javonte too.
Okay. So we'll take Javonte here, get a running back short up.
How do you like that, Joe? Top 10 running back right there.
So we got 2 picks till us. Who's available? Go to the who's available list, please.
We got Mark Andrews, James Conner, T. Higgins. And who
Who'd he
went?
take?
Just Mike
Oh,
Williams.
he took the stack.
Justin
Mike
Herbert.
Williams, Justin Herbert. Not
Top
bad.
three.
Not a bad strategy right there at the 3-4 turn.
So 3 out of 5 was the
Listen.
top 5 QBs gone.
Mark Andrews still being there is bugging the crap out of me.
I really want it.
That's what you want.
I don't
take
think
AJ Brown, but if you have conviction in Andrews, you should take Andrews.
I have conviction in Andrews.
All right, let's go Mark Andrews here, and then we'll have a wait. But I mean, we got 2 wide receiver ones basically. We got a solid running back. We'll take Mark Andrews here.
I don't normally, care for drafting tight end early, but Mark Andrews in the 4th is valuable. He could finish as a wide receiver 1. You know what I mean? If at the end of the year, if you put his numbers up with the wide receivers.
I'm expecting a run at QBs at any moment. Let's just hope it doesn't happen right now when we're 16 picks away. But
I'd rather it happen right now. Drop some of those other wide receivers on the list down to us.
That's true. It's true.
We could take Trey Lance probably
I was about to
later.
say Trey Lance could be sneaky. I do like what I did last draft. I mean, I had an extra draft pick, but I liked taking Javonte Williams as my last pick just to throw him on my IR so I didn't have to drop a player.
He said Javonte Williams. That's not who he meant.
Oh, I meant Jameson
Jameson.
Williams. What do you guys think about drafting Jameson Williams in redraft leagues to stash on your IR for 4 weeks to see how he does?
If you have the spot, then yeah, I have no problem with it. I just I don't know how integrated into the offense he's going to be this year, so I don't have huge I think next year is going to be the year where he's like a 6th-round pick or something.
Oh, okay. So you don't even see keeper value, really?
No, definitely keeper value, especially if you can get him in the last round.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have an IR, the only problem is it might be a situation where he comes off the IR and then just never really gets going, and then you can't have him on the IR anymore.
I guess the hope would be in those 4 weeks you would find someone on your roster that might not be performing up to expectations that you could kind of.
They're gonna be careful with him. They went out and got Chark, and they obviously have St. Brown already, and I mean they're not going to rush him back. So
Jerry Jeudy at pick 33, Devin Singletary at pick 34.
Singletary at 34 before has Swift gone yet?
Swift's gone, but you have
okay.
AJ Brown and T. Higgins. Oh my God,
That's a Bills
Brian,
fan.
I'm gonna need
Who's
someone
left for
drops
running
out.
back?
I'm gonna need in on this league next year.
We stood out James at running back. Let's see what running backs we have. Cam Akers, Monty, J.K. Dobbins, Breece Hall, ETN, and Josh Jacobs.
He had to scroll down to find Singletary.
Yeah.
And AJ Dillon on ESPN is RB 80, or he's number 86 overall. So you can probably steal him late.
AJ
James
Dillon?
Conner gone.
AJ Dillon's 86 on ESPN.
That's crazy.
Yeah, ESPN's rankings are kind of bonkers.
We might have to make a whole podcast on just how bad some of these rankings are for ESPN.
Let's see who we still got wide receiver. I mean, still T. Higgins, Mike Evans, DJ Moore, Pittman, AJ Brown, Terry McLaurin. You got Brandon Cooks there all the way down at 37. That seems low to me. High, I mean, it seems like George Kittle, 4th. Jalen Hurts at number 37. I like Jalen Hurts this year.
I do too. It's just that's aggressive. He wanted him.
Yep. That is aggressive because his ADP right now, I believe, is like the 6th round.
So for the big name quarterbacks left, that leaves us with Brady, Jackson, Murray, Dak, Stafford, Burrow, Rodgers. So there's still a lot of QB value left.
Man, if Jackson falls to us, we could almost take Jackson and have the QB tight end stack.
True. We might even be able to snap Bateman later on.
No, we don't want all 3.
That's all right. Yeah, bye weeks. I always forget about the bye week thing. Michael Pittman.
Ooh.
I will never doubt Pittman again after getting cold taped on him. So good pick there.
JJ, I just want you to know that if I'm right on Breece Hall and he does not finish inside the top 10, the cold take on yourself and Joe.
RB1. That's inside the top 12.
You guaranteed top 10.
I said RB1.
You guaranteed top 10. Play the tape.
Well, do we want Breece Hall if he makes it to us?
I'm fine with Breece Hall in the 4th round.
Who's still there?
At running back?
You're on the clock in 9 picks. Got a little
Akers, Montgomery, Dobbins, Breece Hall, Etienne, Jacobs. I don't think Breece Hall makes it to us, but
I don't either, but you never
wild
know.
cards are unpredictable.
Oh, man. Man, they got Ramondre and Dameon right next to each other.
Scroll past all of Joe's driving shorts here. Try and find
AJ
it.
Dillon, 97.
He's down at 97 right now?
Yeah.
They moved him
97
down?
rank, yeah. And that's just running back. Yeah, looks like. Or maybe
I love
not.
that. You're going to steal him later.
Mike Evans
nuts.
went, and then Cam Akers goes.
That's
Where did I?
both of those are fine with me. That was in the top 10 episode, running back top 10 episode.
Well, Joe made a short about it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Or he put the clip on a short. Here it is.
Did a baby just enter the chat?
Yeah, he didn't like our pits, so he's going to come help us out. We're going to do business.
Stop right now. Hit this indicator. Pull off to the right. If you're on a bicycle, hit the brakes, pull over, hit the kickstand, open your fanny pack, take out your notepad, take out your phone. Because everyone's trying to use a bicycle. Hold that thought. The boss get that fanny pack out, get the phone out. The boss finger says the Bears screen game was solid when Trubisky was the quarterback. Trubisky can't throw downfield, so good. Okay, I'll address this later, but let me finish my guarantee Boston swing.
Yeah, with its fanny pack.
Fanny pack, I don't care what you have on, pockets, cargo shorts. Pull something out, write this down. I guarantee you, Breece Hall is an RB1 this season.
Ah!
Oh, JJ kept receipts.
I was thrown off by the fanny.
If I'm wrong, I will cold take the shit out of myself.
So we had Tony Pollard go at the top of the 5th, then A.J. Brown, and then Deontay Johnson.
Higgins still there?
Yep.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Oh, Higgins just went.
Oh.
They're listening.
What do we got? They're listening.
He can get Breece Hall, guys. It's possible. I don't know, though. 4 pits is still a ways.
I hate that I can't. I keep trying to like hit the buttons on your screen and it's not working for me.
Let me know where you want to go. You want to look at the players available again?
I was going to go to the players. Yeah.
Let me go to all. You got DJ Moore, Terry McLaurin, Waddle, Cooks, Monty, Dobbins, Breece Hall, Hollywood Brown, DK Metcalf. They got Metcalf a little ranked pretty low, don't they? Well, no, their quarterback situation suspect.
Yeah. Cortland Sutton. Let's go, Halsey.
I know, slacker.
If that is your real name. What's the chances these fools will end up auto picking themselves?
I don't know.
It'll be good to know if they go on auto pick because then we can really kind of.
I think it tells us.
Gauge.
It'll tell us under their name if they're on auto pick. What are we
Okay.
for? Fifth round? I bet you by round 6 or 7, you start to see some auto picks turn on.
I do know you could see other people's roster if you go over on the side there. You can change through the teams.
Brandon Cooks,
So you
round
can
5.
see-
I like Cooks. He gets 1,000 yards no matter who's throwing him the ball. So consistent.
I mean, eventually that's going to stop. I don't think it's this year, though.
Terry McLaurin
Different
goes.
the Gabe Davis guy.
Yes. Wild card. Terry McLaurin goes at pick 46. Looks like
2 to us, so
we got DJ Moore, Jalen Waddle, Brees Hall could make his way there.
let's see what happens. Here we go. We are in round 5, nearing the end of round 5. We will have
I'm waiting for the
the
Dawson
9th
Knox
pick.
pick by the Bills fans out of nowhere in like the 5th or
Right,
6th.
yeah.
Yeah, they got just
The,
about everyone else already.
Yeah. We'll be at pick 9 of the 10-team league. So in the 4 picks, we'll have 2 picks. Hoping Brees Hall falls to us here. That'll really help shore up our second running back position. And I don't know about you guys, but there's a lot of ways we could go for round 6. I mean, Lamar Jackson's still there. I mean,
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray, getting a top 5 quarterback in round 6 could be huge.
Bonkers.
Who just went?
DK Metcalf just went.
One more pick. And if it's Brees Hall there, that's an instant selection round 5. That's a full round under his normal ADP.
I would take,
So-
if it's me, I take DJ Moore if he's there and grab Hall or Montgomery on the way back in the 6th round.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that too. Go to the players left screen.
Yeah, you got DJ Moore sitting right there. And then there's only 2 pits, so we would almost be guaranteed to get Monty or Hall, I would think.
What is go to team 10? What's he have? What does he need?
It's not letting me. Oh.
It's over on the side there.
So he's got Herbert,
So he needs
Najee. So he needs another running
He needs
back.
both.
Needs a wide receiver, needs a tight end.
So he's going to take one of those running backs.
So we want to wait on QB, we think, in rounds 5 and 6? Even if
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I like JJ's plan. Do DJ Moore. And then
If he doesn't go here, because he's fallen pretty far.
Yeah. If this person would make their pick.
Killing me.
Poindexter.
If he auto picks, it's gonna there it goes. And it was
Brown.
Marquise Hollywood Brown.
So DJ Moore?
Yeah,
I would go
said
DJ Moore, and then we'll see what happens.
I would predict this guy's going to take Waddle and one of those running backs.
It's a good chance it's Waddle and Montgomery. They were top on the thing there.
Brees Hall at 6 would be a
He's already got Herbert, so unless he's crazy, he's not going to take a. I bet you that guy that just took Marquise is probably going to come back with Kyler.
Portland Sutton.
Oh, Cortland Sutton. He went down for that. DJ Moore's stats are probably going to look similar to what they normally are, which is around 1,200 yards.
He has for 3 straight years, he's had 1,100 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
I think the yardage is probably similar. If anything, his touchdowns could go up, making his season be better than what it has been in the past.
I think I have him just taking that next click up with like 1,200 yards and 6 touchdowns.
Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz. Well, we can
Brees Hall.
I would go Brees Hall, I think. I
JJ.
know JJ's probably on the Montgomery side.
I have Hall ranked higher than Montgomery right now.
Want to
So-
do it?
Brees Hall it is.
Sixth
I would say
round.
hit the button. As your second running back, I think that's phenomenal value in the 6th round. I don't predict it, but I get, he does have the chance to be an RB1, but I don't think it's going to happen.
So that gives us Javonte Williams, Brees Hall, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, DJ Moore, and Mark Andrews.
Yeah, it's a solid starting team right there.
Yeah.
Is this the guy I think will probably take? This guy
Dawson
might
Knox.
take Kyler.
Joe Burrow.
Oh, Joe Burrow. I can't believe Kyler and Lamar still are there. That's wild to me.
Yeah, there's going to be a run soon. Joe Burrow, I know Joe's high on him, but like we pointed out in previous episodes, those last 2 games kind of really inflated his stats a bit.
Yeah, if you take those out, he was only like QB 10 or something like that.
But he's going to get better, and he got a better line. I'm in
That's
the Burrow
true.
camp.
It's true.
I mean, he could throw for 40 touchdowns easy this year.
Dalton Schultz, Joe had him ranked pretty high, I think, in tight ends.
Yeah, I want to say Dalton Schultz was within his top 5. Oh, it says we have 4 viewers right now. Everyone other than Joe, thanks for being here. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already subscribed. Darnell Mooney
What do you think, JJ?
just went
Mooney?
in the
Your
6th
boy
round.
Mooney at 6.
What do I think about it?
Value, right where it should be.
That's where he should be.
Okay.
Like, he had 1,055 yards last year. I mean, I think he's between 1,100 and 1,250. So I think I'll click up a little, but people are saying he's going to get so many more targets. I think his targets will actually look pretty similar. Just watching the Bears in the second preseason game, like, Fields absolutely loves Kmet, and they worked a lot in the offseason. I think Kmet is going to be probably the biggest breakout tight end, in my opinion.
And there's Joe, tuning in, even though he's not supposed to be on this episode. He's making sure he gets his stuff in. And yes, thank you for subscribing, and make sure you come back this weekend, Sunday at 6.
Joe just suffers from
Eastern.
FOMO, fear of missing out. He doesn't want to miss anything.
Yeah, he can't miss it. All right, so round 6, it started off Dalton Schultz. We took Brees Hall, Joey Burrow, and then Darnell Mooney. I've got Mooney. He was one of my keepers in my auction. I had him for like $1. So I'm really happy about that. Also, 3 wide receiver, 2 flex, so PPR. Amon-Ra St. Brown went right after him. Could have a really good year.
So he went
DJ
ahead of
Chark.
Jalen Waddle, Chris Godwin. Yeah, that's pretty much Michael Thomas. CEH. Round 6. I don't trust
that was a quick pick.
Kansas State doesn't like him.
I will say, he's consistently been running with the ones. He's gotten the highest snaps when Patrick Mahomes has been on the field. There's Dawson Knox going in round 6, followed by Josh Jacobs instantly. Dang.
Kyler Murray. There's Murray.
Kyler Murray's gone.
I think we see Lamar in the next couple picks go.
And this league seems to be sleeping on Lamar a little bit. If he stays healthy, he's going to finish top 5.
The only thing I'll say is this is 6 point per passing touchdown, so Lamar's value clicks down a little bit. I don't think that's why he's not going in this league, but
Right.
Like a Brady or a Burrow or Herbert, someone that's going to throw more and becomes kind of balances out the running.
So, when it comes to Lamar, he only played, I think he missed the last 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
he was on pace to break 1,000 yards rushing yet again. I think if he stays healthy, he's the only quarterback I believe in the league right now that can legitimately hit 1,000 yards rushing. Like Trey Lance, yes, he's got a lot of rushing upside. I don't think he gets there. Kyler's a much better passer than Lamar. So he's not going to need to run as much. Jalen Hurts, not going to get there. Like, these guys are going to be good, but it's just not Lamar Jackson.
Alan Lazard.
That's early. MS Kid
early for this
11
one.
says keep your eye on Nyheim Hines later on. Also a fan of Kirk's ADP value. You mean Kirk Cousins or Christian Kirk?
I think he means Christian Kirk. I would assume. I know that's someone I've been rising on a little bit. He's been getting a lot of targets with Jacksonville. I mean, and they paid him. They paid him a lot of money.
Yeah, he's going late.
Stupid. A real
I like
stupid
Cousins
amount of money.
too if Ryan waits and Christian Kirk.
Yeah. And I like Cousins. I mean, I had him ranked in my top 10 QB. So I mean,
Yeah, if Ryan goes Lance or Fields or one of the younger guys, Cousins is a security blanket. Definitely.
How deep is the bench, Ryan?
He's muted. I assume the baby's crying. I think he said 5.
No, I think it's 7.
Oh, 7. Yeah,
7,
okay.
not bad. Yeah, so taking a second QB. I don't generally like to take a second QB unless you have a really deep bench. I forgot what I was saying, if I'm being honest.
Talking
Yeah,
about second quarterback.
Wow.
Tom Brady goes before Lamar Jackson.
Travis Etienne. I'm sorry, but if Lamar Jackson follows us around 7, that's an instant draft. Instant. We already have Mark Andrews. I mean, he's the number
that's
1 on that team.
Match
Like,
made in
if
heaven
he's
right
there,
there. How many more picks? 6 picks. They probably all don't have quarterbacks, but
no, we got more than 6. Don't we have to make it?
it says you're on the clock in 6 picks.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they have Lamar
Wow,
ranked
those
all
2
the-
rounds actually went faster.
Jalen Waddle's still there. David Montgomery's still there.
I think Jalen Waddle being there is crazy. J.K. Dobbins. Like, just that list right there, I'm looking at 4 or 5 people that I can't believe are still on the board.
Cole Kmet, round 7.
Wow, that's early for him. I think
Jarvis
he's going to work
Landry.
out where it's the
Jarvis
decent value.
Landry? Wow. That's a big old nopey. Nope. I think he has potential to have a good year, but not round 7 good year. See, these are the type of picks that could tank your draft.
Defrin stole Higgins and then completely reaches on Jarvis Landry.
Yeah, like Jarvis Landry, Cole Kmet in the 7th round. Those are the type of picks that tank your draft. I mean, yes, you have the potential of looking like a genius next year if they come out and are crazy, but we know what Jarvis Landry is.
Yes.
And we don't know what Cole Kmet is. We're all, assuming that he's going to be the number 2 for the passing work in the Bears, but what does that mean?
Yeah, 7th round. He's no business in the 7th round. He's a 10th or 11th round pick. That's why he's a breakout. Because you're getting the value in the later rounds. That's way too early.
Right. So JJ's the Bears fan here. I mean, am I wrong with thinking that Justin Fields, his floor could be throwing for 3,500 yards this year? Like,
Lamar Jackson, a steal.
Oh, that is a steal. I don't care. That is a great pick in round 7.
So the big name quarterbacks that leaves us with would be Dak, Stafford, Rodgers, Wilson.
This is MS Kid 11 was really debating Landry in round 14 of my 12-team league. Like, that's just so
Well
in a
said.
12-team league, it went 7 and he was debating it. Like, man. Mooney's already gone, Joe.
Gone, bud.
God, not even paying attention. All right, so where are we at? We got what? 3 picks
Three
left.
more.
Who's left?
3 more left.
Waddle's still there, which is ridiculous. David Montgomery, instant selection, probably. I would feel.
What about? So then, do we want to try quarterback on the turnaround? If there's going to be a.
I personally would wait, but that's just me.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone there that we like 100% need to have.
And I
Okay.
really think you can get Lance later.
Yeah,
That's true.
Lance and you could go Lance and Cousins later, and just you'll have upside and stability.
I like
So
Waddle
what-
too. And
I know Waddle is what is Waddle's ADP right now?
not the 7th
Stafford
round.
goes.
Who went? Stafford. Oh,
So ESPN has Waddle ranked 35.
And some of these people are ranked like 60.
TJ Hawkinson.
So I'm looking at the fantasy footballers, and right now they've got an ADP of Jalen Waddle of round 5.
Waddle or Montgomery. Either one's a steal.
Man, this league is definitely fading Montgomery. Like, I don't know if I necessarily agree with the upside that JJ thinks, but
I did not say upside. I said he is a locked-in RB2, and you're not going to get hurt
I
if you take
100%
him.
agree with that. Yeah.
He's my RB13 this year.
I'm good with Montgomery.
I mean, Montgomery is our running back 3. That's just, I mean, if anything, that's such great value because if anything was to happen to Javonte or Brees,
I
be
would take
plugged in.
Montgomery because, I mean, Ron has been sharing Carter is getting the 1 reps. It might take the first quarter of the season until Brees Hall gets in and gets going. So,
or if he just doesn't.
we're not going to talk about that possibility.
I can't believe Azeez Ojulari got injured. I'm so upset right now.
Giants have had really bad luck. They lost somebody to an Achilles yesterday, and then they lost.
Oh, yeah, Colin Johnson, the wide receiver.
They
But they got Sterling
linebacker.
Shepard back.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I like Sterling Shepard. I think
Waller.
he's a good wide receiver. He just can't stay healthy.
I say Montgomery here and hope
Montgomery.
that the
I would
class
say
guy doesn't-
Montgomery, Ryan, but obviously it's your draft.
All right. Just got some security for our running back position.
And honestly, if Waddle comes back to us on the turn, I think that's another instant selection.
AJ Dillon.
Oh,
AJ Dillon went?
AJ Dillon.
Wow.
Yeah, damn. I was going to say if Waddle
but
goes to look at him.
the other value that we've been getting, like, I can't see going down the list that far to pick up AJ Dillon upside for days, but like Montgomery should have way more work than AJ Dillon.
Jalen Waddle.
Dobbins. Oh, Jalen Waddle went. Jeez, I mean, first name that really pops out to me personally is Elijah Mitchell. Could be the starting running back for San Francisco if he stays healthy. I'm not huge on Amari Cooper.
I like Godwin or Allen Robinson here, personally.
Allen Robinson, I like.
I do like Godwin. What do we think? So we're thinking Godwin, Allen Robinson, Elijah Mitchell. One of those 3.
I would say I'm not in on Mitchell, really. He doesn't catch the ball.
Boys over at Fantasy Pros say Dobbins. What do we think between Godwin and Robinson?
I think Robinson is going to have the better year.
I
do. I think Godwin, he might start week 1, but I don't think he's fully healthy. I think Allen Robinson comes in, chip on his shoulder. Everyone's talking him down. I think Robinson could have a great year. I would go Robinson.
As a wide receiver 4. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. 5. Wide receiver 5.
Is he 5?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no, he was on the wrong team. My bad.
yeah, it's 4.
Yeah.
Couple, a bear and an ex-bear.
15 picks. Now we got the weight again.
Bills
Wait.
defense.
Oh yeah.
No.
Defense and round it. This person is going and just filling out his team. Not to be mean, but that's kind of a rookie mistake. Defense and kicker should be one of your last 3 picks at least. If you want to go around earlier than the second to last round.
It's crazy to me to pick the
defense, that's
defense
fine.
when you still got 2 flex positions to fill.
Yeah. I mean, he's got Gabe Davis as his wide receiver 1. So I heard some news, speaking of Bills wide receivers, I'm really high on Isaiah McKenzie. He's going to be taking over that Cole Beasley role. And in the last 3 years, Cole Beasley had over 100 targets.
Yeah.
So Isaiah McKenzie could be in for thing. And they were actually talking about Wan'Dale Robinson for the Giants, who's got that slot role.
Uh-oh.
We just lost Ryan, and he's running the draft. This could be problematic.
The baby pulled the plug.
I wonder if that's what happened. Oh, he's
All right.
back.
Some technical issues there, but we're back, rocking and rolling. We had some interference.
The baby push a button?
Yep. So we're
Called it.
good
Called
again.
it.
Amari Cooper, pick number 74. With Cleveland's whole quarterback situation, I don't know. They have to throw the ball to someone, I guess, but
I got about 8 minutes left, so.
So I think
not gonna be able to
I
finish
fixed
this.
the squeakiness of my chair, guys.
8 minutes
Oh,
left.
no, there it goes.
You might be able to help us make this nuts pick, depending on if everyone
Maybe
takes
there's
full
people
time or
taking
not.
like a minute and 30 seconds every pick.
Slow ass mofos.
Elijah Mitchell goes.
Elijah Mitchell gone. American Assassins.
A little aggressive.
Well, it's a little aggressive. That's fine. Just a little bit aggressive. Let me tell you, the more I'm watching this, I've never done a online draft on ESPN, and I hate it so much.
3 pits. Very.
Well, I guess I
quick
have
left.
our
Our auction league?
auction ones were. Well, they're not now because we're on Sleeper. So
Are we?
I blocked it out. It was a horrible memory.
We have Tyler Lockett, Derek Carr, Christian Kirk.
There goes Kirk, MS Kid.
There goes Kirk. Yep. Round 8. That seems.
Yeah, it's
High.
actually high. Yeah, it's higher than where he has been.
Yeah. But he could have a good year. He could
Paying him
see
the money.
Yeah, they paid him the money. No one else there is really a threat. They also paid Zay Jones, but let's not be too rude. But Marvin Jones, I think, could still sneakily be good. They paid him last year. Different coaching staff though. But Marvin Jones was always a decent wide receiver, so maybe if Marvin Jones being the wide receiver 2 could open him up a little bit and give him a little bit better year. Not that he had a horrible year last year, just not what everyone was expecting. But to be fair, Trevor Lawrence wasn't what everyone was expecting last year.
Neither was Urban Meyer.
Yeah. No, a lot of people expected that part.
Well, I guess
Antonio
when
Gibson
Gibson
round 8.
the circus tent started to go up. But
Yeah.
Gibson makes me nervous this year.
He makes me nervous, but round 8 is the spot where you could draft him.
You'd have risked it.
Because then you're getting, all it takes is a Brian Robinson injury.
I'd
or a
love for
McKissick
them to
injury.
trade him to like Atlanta.
Gibson?
Yeah.
No, I drafted Al Jair. I need
Al Jair.
Algier.
It sounds like an Assassin's Creed character.
Maybe it was. I don't know.
Altair.
Ron, DJ Reed and Jermaine Johnson also got banged up in joint OTAs today as well. Yeah, it's not fun being a New York fan.
So nobody's taken 2 QBs yet, which is different than last year.
Who's there? Who's at QB right now?
Got Dak, Rodgers, Wilson.
Oh wow, Dak is still there.
Yep.
Now here's the thing. So we could still use a quarterback. I like Dak. I also like Russell Wilson a lot. Here's the thing, Ryan. Since this is your team, I know the draft you just did the other night, you took Dak. Would this be a situation where you want to get a little different and take the Russell Wilson, or do you want to take Dak, seeing as that we have CeeDee Lamb and we could get that connection?
That connection would be good, could be good, you know.
Yeah, if we didn't have CeeDee Lamb, I would say you'd want to switch it and go with
Wilson.
But since we have the potential for that connection, I would say Dak right here.
8 pits away. We have a Cowboys fan coming up after this one, so I'm almost.
Who just took Kenny Galladay in round 8?
That is the Giants fan.
He's not a very good fan, or else he'd know that's a dumb pick. Even I know it's a dumb pick. Come on, man.
I'm expecting Dak to go after this one, but we will see. But I wouldn't be upset with Wilson. I wouldn't be upset waiting and snagging Lance. Ron, I know you're not big on drafting 2 QBs, but even Lance as a second QB might not be terrible. But we'll see how it shapes
Oh yeah,
up.
no. The depth, the 7 bench spot opens up the second QB for me. You get those ones. I was in a league that consistently for years only had 5 bench spots, and I don't waste a spot on a second QB, especially if I'm taking one that I believe is one of the top tier. Like if we can get Dak and there was only 5 bench, there'd be zero reason. Like I said with your draft the other day.
Yep.
You already have Dak, shouldn't need a second QB. Stream it on the bye week.
Yeah,
But with 7 bench, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, it's hard to use up 20% of your bench for 1 week.
Yeah.
Man, these guys are going too slow. I'm not going to be able to. Man, a minute.
This one looks like you might be on auto pick. How many picks do they have to miss before it automatically puts them auto pick?
1. This one is supposed to be. Oh,
This might be one of our longest podcasts ever.
Michael Thomas.
Good thing I got nothing to do.
There's that.
Oh, son of a biscuit eating bulldog.
All day.
I could say bitch. We're not PG on this. But
No. But
with the French toast?
would you would go Wilson over Rodgers?
Yes. The weapons are better.
Okay.
so
The
is the
weapons are better.
personality.
Well, unlimited. Like, let's be.
Yeah, Joe, I got about 2 minutes before I go back to the real world.
Real world. This is my real world.
Joe's supposed to be in the real world right now.
Right, yeah. At least he's actually going to do some work, Joe.
Melvin Gordon goes.
Who's available at positions? I haven't looked at it in a while.
Mike Gesicki goes.
I'll give my last 2
So we have
cents.
Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. You got J.K. Dobbins, Miles Sanders, Kareem Hunt,
Oh, Dobbins, man.
Godwin,
Listen.
Renfro, Juju.
Oh,
Dobbins is that's tough to pass up.
Dobbins or Godwin is tough to pass up in the 9th round.
My
Are you
thing
kidding me?
is, here's my 2 cents. I would say go Russell Wilson right here in this round. On the way back, Dobbins or Godwin.
Who's 10 have? Does 10 have his QB?
Yep.
He's got Herbert. I would.
Ooh, okay, let's go.
I'd take Godwin and then Russell Wilson personally.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. You do Godwin over Dobbins?
Probably with 5 flex positions. You already got Montgomery.
Okay.
Yeah, with the double flex, I'm perfectly fine with loading up on wide receivers, especially when one of those wide receivers could be catching passes from Tom Brady.
Now Godwin goes. Do we like Renfro, Sanders, Thielen?
If Godwin goes, then J.K. Dobbins is the pick, I would say.
I love Bateman too.
But
I love Rashad Bateman.
we already have Andrews, though.
True. Yeah, that's true.
So I don't want both the pass catchers.
I like the Jet too. I like Elijah Moore, but
Elijah Moore is good, but I mean, we might be able to steal him later. Who knows with this group of people?
yeah, Dameon Pierce, Joe brought up too, is a name that
I don't think we'll have a problem getting Dameon Pierce. He's probably ranked like 137 on ESPN.
he was one like this morning when I did a mock draft on ESPN. He was 108. So they like must have just updated. Are these like standard rankings? Because
131.
man, I don't know. Yeah, I would.
2 picks. Who was just picked?
Godwin,
Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt.
Oh, Godwin is gone.
I may just have to take Dobbins for what he could be. I like a lot of the young receivers coming back.
Jerry Judy's already been picked, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
he went early. He went pretty
Okay.
early.
Yeah,
I just don't remember.
Dobbins might be just because
I mean,
of
that's
I mean,
that's
Dobbins
a discount.
Yeah, Dobbins is going to probably be a little slow the first couple weeks of the season.
Coming out of the gate, but
Yeah, but second half of the season, he can, win you leagues. He's explosive.
I mean, there's people
I almost
taking
wish
him
they would
fourth
pup him
round. We're in
and make
round
him-
9 here.
I almost wish they would put him on the pup list and make him miss the first 4 weeks and just let him come back 100%. But they obviously just don't want to run out there with Mike Davis. Dameon Pierce coming in around 11 or 12. Jeez, the way this is working out, we might be able to get him around 14, 15.
Yeah, I mean,
Jeffrey Dean Morgan just got added to the season forecast of the boys. Oh my God.
I
That's
love
amazing.
love it.
That is awesome. Let's I know we're doing fantasy football right now, but yay or nay for the first episode of House of Dragon.
I was with it.
I liked it a
I
lot.
loved it. I thought it was really
Andre
good.
Stevenson before J.K. Dobbins.
That is nuts. The people on this, yeah, 100%. Wait. Before you pick, do me a favor and hit the button to see what the percentage is for the pros.
56.
Only 56%. How?
It's been like that the last 3 rounds too.
Instant draft.
J.K. Dobbins,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
send it.
9th round. Wow.
that is.
All right, that's
great,
going to do
man.
it for me, boys. It's been real.
All right.
Been a
Thank you,
strong.
All
boys.
right, man. We'll close this out.
All right.
Finish her up.
All right, and I would say
Wilson on the
unless he
turnaround.
gets taken somehow, Russell Wilson is.
Week,
I mean,
week,
who I would pick here.
week 9 is going to be rough for me, but at least that's not during a playoff week.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm good with it. Aaron Rodgers, you got the bye week in 14. That's going to be in the middle of your playoffs.
Shouldn't be.
No, never
15,
mind.
16, and 17 should be playoffs.
Chase
Chase
Edmonds,
Edmonds and
Rashad
Bateman, both very good picks.
So Russell Wilson, you
I
think?
think Russell Wilson, I would say would be instant draft for me. Look, I don't always pay attention. All right.
Hey, it's hard, man. So teams so far basically our starting lineup. We got Russell Wilson, Javonte Williams, Breece Hall, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, DJ Moore, Mark Andrews. We got Montgomery and Robinson in the flex positions. Then we have Dobbins on our bench. It's insane to say that, but
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
He could be a really good back half of the season pickup for you. Go to Team 10 because I feel like a lot of Team 10's picks.
Herbert, Najee, Dillon, Diggs, Williams, Sutton, Schultz, Waddle, Edmonds, Bateman.
Yeah, he's got a good team.
Yeah.
I think because every time it's our turn, like I'm always like, oh man, that guy's team is
Cordell Patterson, I just do not like him at all this year.
nope. Go to that team, Team Poindexter.
Burrow, Eckler, Kamara, Davis, Judy, Brown, Waller, Juju, Patterson, Bills defense.
Yeah, see, that team's not doing it for me. All right, now we're just waiting. We're at 15 picks till we're on the clock again.
Is
Go
it
to the
insane
players
to
and-
consider Trey Lance like right at if he's available 15 picks from now? Like
if he's available, then I would 100% be okay. I mean, we've got great depth. We've got great players right now. It might be a little bit of a reach. Let's see who's all there.
Miles Sanders.
I'm sorry, Miles Sanders. If we can get him around 12, 13, whatever it is,
Yeah.
I feel like is a great pick.
Renfro, Thielen, London.
Yeah.
Smith.
Elijah Moore. Ayuk could be something if Trey Lance can get that downfield ball working.
See who just got picked. Miles Sanders.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
That team now has Josh Allen, Leonard Fournette, Barkley, Metcalf, Mooney, Cooper, Hutchinson, Singletary, Stevenson, and now Miles Sanders.
See, now here
on the flats.
Yeah, this is going to be where I, pointed out that they took Singletary super early. They could have got Singletary right there. And then, they literally could have got Singletary in this round, I believe.
Yeah.
Over Sanders. And, potentially had a way better wide receiver. I mean, DK Metcalf, Darnell Mooney, upside, but, also low side.
What round was that? Do you know?
That they picked Singletary? I want to say it was around 5 or 6.
I mean, just look at some of the other people that went around that time. Let me see where. Wow, was it even before that? Round 4.
Round 4.
The same
James
round.
Conner.
Mark Andrews, Jerry Jeudy, James Conner, George Kittle, Pittman, Evans. You had A.J. Brown not till round 5. Higgins, Cooks.
Yeah, they could have gotten so many better people that would have shored up their wide receiver spot. DJ Moore is our wide receiver 3. I know on a recent mock draft that we did, go back, listen to that. And I said, I don't like DJ Moore as my wide receiver 1.
Right.
I'm okay with, even wide receiver 2, but I don't like him as my wide receiver 1. DeAndre Hopkins just went in this draft. I don't know. I'm still under the mindset. I'm not going to draft someone who's going to be suspended for the first half of my fantasy football season. I can't bring myself to do it.
Well,
I know that could bite me in the ass, but
then look at what other wide receivers are available. I mean, you have
Right.
Thielen, London, Smith, Moore. I mean,
yeah, I'd be happy taking every single one of those guys over a suspended Diop.
I mean, even to get Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb on a fantasy team together is pretty insane when we saw how early CeeDee Lamb was going in some drafts.
Yeah.
Dallas Goddard.
Go Dare.
Round 10. I don't hate it.
I know it's good. He's got upside. I mean, I like how that you said his name wrong because we say it so wrong on the show all the time.
No, it's just
And then you
ingrained
didn't
in
even
me.
realize you were saying it wrong.
Well, it's just if you hear a lie over and over, you'll eventually believe it.
That's right. That's why everyone thinks I before E except after C. Fucking American school system.
Hunter Renfro. Decent pick.
Good pick. Round 10 we're in?
Yep.
How many rounds is
Thielen.
this?
This is gonna be like 18 rounds.
Whew. These people need to hurry up. We're about to do a 2-hour podcast.
I know.
Hey, we've got 3. It says we got 3 viewers. As long as we keep over 1, because I know
Yeah,
Joe's the one, so I'm not going to count that.
Yeah. Well, I think we checked all the boxes that Joe was looking for. I mean, I'm sure he liked the Brees Hall pick, loved Mark Andrews.
Oh yeah, he loved the Brees Hall pick. I mean,
And-
I love the Brees Hall pick. We got him in what, the 5th or 6th round?
Yeah, and you got to remember keeper value. It's just,
Yeah. Wait a minute. Did Singletary go before Brees Hall?
Let me see when I took him. Yeah, I got Brees Hall in round 6. Singletary went in round 4.
Round 4. Jeez.
Devontae
These
Smith
guys.
off the board.
This is what happens when you draft your home league with people that don't pay attention all off season. Don't be one of those people. Make sure you come. We podcast all off season. We give you all the information that you need to know to dominate your draft, like
Aaron
against
Rodgers.
people that are like this.
See, in this one, so now he has Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. Not really.
Not a lot of
guess-
upside, I guess.
I guess
Rushing
it's
wise, but
You can do it if you want security, but with those 2 guys, you don't really need security.
yeah. Yeah, if you got someone steady like that, you want to go for someone with some real upside, like a
Right.
Trey Lance, a Justin Fields. On the lower end of that spectrum, you could take a shot on Daniel Jones and see if Dable. I mean, you're going to know week 1, week 2, what these guys are going to look like for the season, pretty much. And honestly, Aaron Rodgers could tank this year. And by tank, I mean Aaron Rodgers tank, which means like finishing quarterback 13 or something.
Right.
But he doesn't have. I mean, I really like Alan Lazard, but he picked the wrong Buffalo running back. I understand that that's the consensus, but Devin Singletary has been getting all the first team work and has looked like the better running back all off season so far. Oh, Elijah Moore just went.
I like it. Pick 11.
Round 11.
Round, I mean.
Bet you week 1 he has a really good week.
Fantasy Pros is saying Dameon Harris, Rashad Penny.
Trey Lance is at 1%.
It's just, I mean, now we got what, 4 running backs? 1, 2. I mean, we got
4 running backs, 4 wide receivers.
Yeah, so
we got our QB, we got our tight end. We could pretty much do whatever we want.
yeah, I mean, I'd be fine taking the upside of Lance.
Yeah.
Just in case Wilson gets on this new team and I don't know, completely tanks. I don't see it happening, but
yeah, I mean, it's definitely a possibility. Go to the players available. So let's go. Top players available right now for all positions: Drake London, Kadarius Toney, Dameon Harris, Zach Ertz, Brandon Ayuk, Garrett Wilson, Robert Woods, Chase Claypool, Chris Olave, who's interesting, and Trey Lance. Honestly, if I'm looking at that, we could take Trey Lance with one of our picks and either come back with a Kadarius Toney or a Chris Olave would be my top 2.
yeah.
Robert Woods would be an interesting pick there. And there's still Dameon Pierce.
Yeah.
He's still there.
Yeah.
But he's so far down on the list. I kind of want to see if we can wait another set of picks.
Chase Claypool just went. Tyler Bass.
First kicker in round 11. Is that the same team that took freaking the defense?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Hunter Henry.
That's fine. Take all these auxiliary pieces. Let us have the good guys. Yes, I think James Cook is going to get more work, but I still don't think he takes it all from Devin Singletary.
And then you got to always factor in the rushing ability of Josh Allen. Once you're inside the red zone,
Yep.
I mean, Josh Allen had more rushing touchdowns than all of the Bills' reps combined, I'm pretty sure. So
I haven't heard much of anything as far as like great things coming out of camp for James Cook. Like
No.
everything's been Gabe Davis, everything's been Isaiah McKenzie, Devin Singletary looking good, Zach Moss getting reps. This legitimately could be a 3-headed monster at running back there. I am not that high on James Cook. I think potentially next year, when he has probably the lead role, he could be great. But this year, I'm just not seeing it.
yeah, I'm actually debating. I drafted him yesterday. I'm debating trading him. I haven't decided yet.
I mean, you could keep him in the off chance I'm wrong, or since that's a keeper league, but you could, if you got someone that's super high on him and you could swing him for something real good.
That's what I'm thinking. You know, if you got some Bills fans in there, so it's possible. Throw him on the trade block, see what happens.
All right,
Drake
we are waiting on. Oh, someone just went. It's all blurry. I can't see. Drake London.
Pick 105. I'm fine with it.
We are up in 3 picks. Long ass draft. Yeah, people are taking a bet.
Trey Lance, I'm thinking.
Yeah, we could hit the Trey Lance button here, and then we can come back on our quick turnaround. And I would say grab either Olave. Oh, Njoku just went. Damn. Olave, Kadarius Toney, or Robert Woods would be the turnaround pick I would go with. One of those 3.
Yeah, I'm fine with any of that. It's one nice thing. There's just so much available that it gives us kind of flexibility where if we get sniped, we're totally fine with it. Yeah,
I'm surprised James Cook hasn't went yet, to be honest.
Yeah, with the Bills fans, absolutely. You got Dameon Pierce sitting down there at 131.
Jacoby Myers could be sneaky.
Yeah, in a PPR league.
I mean, he had a really good year last year, just didn't get the touchdowns. What do you have, like 1 all year?
Yeah, 1 or 2.
I remember it being like a long running thing where he just couldn't get touchdowns.
Yeah.
And I mean, he could get them this year. Like, if you had a few more touchdowns to the year he had last year, like, people would probably be talking about him in a different light. So he's a good sneaky person that you might want to grab towards the end of your drafts.
Who just went? Trey Lance.
Ooh, got us. We got sniped there.
We did.
We're on the clock. Who just went? Kadarius Toney. Double sniped.
Twice. Damien Harris, Zach Ertz, Ayuk, Wilson, Olave, Penny. Got Dameon Pierce.
Let's go Dameon Pierce here. He's on the list now. So let's not take that risk. Let's take Dameon Pierce here.
Circle back for Olave, hopefully.
Or Robert Woods. I'm kind of equal with both of them.
And I mean, maybe in another round, we could look at Justin Fields if we really want to look at rushing upsides type players.
Oh, yeah, because we didn't get the Trey Lance. Yeah.
So
we're up.
The last 2 picks, we had Ayuk and then Sky Moore.
Ayuk and Sky Moore. Yeah, so Olave or Robert Woods, I would say.
Yeah.
Whoever you're higher on, I guess.
And they have him not to not. I'm higher on Olave, I think. So I'm fine with taking him in the 12th round.
We're somewhere there.
Yeah, let's go Olave.
All right, Olave it is. Olave is the pick in the 12th round, and we're back to our long wait of 16 picks.
Who they still have? Kirk Cousins is still there. Tua, Fields, Wentz. Winston could be sneaky.
Yeah, we're looking. Matt Ryan could be sneaky.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some guys there.
Tannehill's consistent.
Honestly, if we can't get Fields, no one else is
No.
got the upside, I think,
No, I
that they
don't really
have.
know for that week.
Yeah, we could just we could stock up on talent. Yes, Chase Edmonds is gone. He went back in round 11, I believe. Good value got on him. And yeah, we ain't got nothing else to do. We're gonna sit here through this whole thing, and we keep. It says we have consistent viewers, so we're gonna keep giving them content.
Keep rolling.
I ain't got nothing to do.
I'm fully expecting auto pits to come on soon. So James Cook, there's James Cook.
Name's James Cook in round 12. I mean, that's not bad though.
I'm fine
You're
with
taking your shot. You know what I mean? I'm fine with James Cook in the 12th. Not so much as fine with it with the other talent that's still on the board that you could have had, but you know, take your shot if you really believe in the guy.
Yeah, because I mean, you still have Dameon Harris, Rashad Penny,
Yeah. Robert
James
Woods.
Watson, Robert Woods, Zach Ertz, if you're in need of tight end.
Update on James Robinson. Sounds like he's nearing closer and closer to being ready to play week 1.
Oh,
But I just want to point out there, ready to play does not mean productive. Look at Cam Akers last year. He was ready to play, but he looked like garbage, averaging like barely 3 yards per carry.
and there goes James Robinson. So after James Cook, we had Noah Fant and James Robinson.
Yeah, so I'm just saying temper your expectations with James Robinson. I'm kind of rising on Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Oh, yep.
There's a lot of stuff coming out about Juju's knee, and it's very reminiscent of Todd Gurley to me,
Oh, okay.
where it's just constant. Like he does something, he plays a game, has a knee issue, plays a game, has a knee issue. Like,
It's chronic. Kirk Cousins goes round 12. That's decent. I don't know if that was his first quarterback or if it was his second. Yeah, he's got Lamar and Kirk Cousins now. I just figured with Lamar, you probably didn't even need to do that, but Cowboys defense goes.
my baby does not want to be stuck upstairs anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's taking. I might shorten the pits to a minute next year. Yeah, I'll.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, he walked away. So yeah, Cowboys defense just went. So we are in round 12 of 18. Got a few more picks left. I can't control anything on his screen, so I can't scroll down. It looks like a pick might have just went, and I can't see who it was. So it's kind of hard to do analysis. But we are on the clock in 9 picks. I'm hoping he comes back here shortly. Oh, no one's getting in trouble with anybody. She's not even home. She wants to eat? Get her something to eat. Even though she just ate. Nobody wants to hear you whining. Nobody wants to hear you whining. I wish I could scroll, Ryan. Why'd you walk away? Here he is. You're muted.
All right, it's been a minute, so I had to do a bathroom break. The groceries got delivered, so I had to grab those. All right, so
Delivered groceries. That's so great.
it is. What a
All
word.
right. After the Cowboys defense went Tua and Zach Ertz,
Yeah. Okay.
how do we feel about Tua this year?
They have given him everything possible to be successful, so he better crush it. Because if not, yeah, I mean, he has Mahomes and Tua.
Yeah, that's a good second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're gonna slow play Waddle. I doubt we see him really do anything the rest of the offseason. They're gonna want to make sure he's 100% for week 1. He's back right now, but I'd be shocked if they played him even in the last preseason game. I would just let him rest.
Devontae Parker goes. I would have taken Jacoby Myers first, but
I know Devontae Parker had that one good year, but that was with Ryan Fitzpatrick, who makes a lot of wide receivers have really good years. But Jacoby Myers already has that, chemistry with Mac Jones. So I agree. I think that's the one I would want to go for. Who do we got left here? We got 8 picks until we're up.
So you got
Let's go to the players.
Dameon Harris, Garrett Wilson, Robert Woods, Rashad Penny, Jacoby Myers, Marcus Valdez-Scantling.
So what do we got? We got 5 running backs: Javonte Williams, Breece Hall, J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, we have
Pierce,
5 running
David
backs.
Montgomery.
We have 5 running backs, 5 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 quarterback.
Let's see. I'm fine with both of those things right now. We could take the shot on Garrett Wilson. Rashad Penny should be the starter, especially at least week 1.
Yeah.
Jacoby Myers, Valdez-Scantling. Like when it's 3 wide receiver, 2 flex, especially PPR, I love loading up on wide receivers on my bench.
Yep.
I would like it to be, I would like to have 1 to 2 more wide receivers rather than running back. So even if we went Robert Woods, Jacoby Myers, or Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 2 of the 3 for our next 2 picks, if they're there, that's kind of what I would like to do. Oh, Jalen Tolbert just went. That's someone I really like this year too.
Yeah. Got Naheem Hines still hanging out down there.
Joshua Palmer.
Yep. Got Justin Fields.
DJ Chark is another person I've been kind of rising on.
Yep.
He's quietly been having a really good camp. What day does Hard Knocks air?
I don't know.
Because this is the first year I ever watched it. I watched the first 2 episodes on HBO Max, so I'm wondering if the 3rd one's out yet. Garrett Wilson just went round 13.
And we were talking about him.
Yeah.
Dameon Harris now would probably be good value. I just think we're pretty set on running backs.
We're pretty set on running backs, and I like Dameon Harris, but it scares me with Ramondre Stevenson, I think.
Yep. Then you got Pierce.
But we also seen the game where, they threw 1 pass. So, I mean,
yeah.
It's just some real Madden shit, Yep. All right. We still need defense and kicker. So if we're in round 13 right now, there's 18. So we've got 3 picks left before we have to take a defense and kicker?
Yep.
All right. So that's not bad.
I
so
would
if
be
we do the next
wide receiver and Fields, or would you go double wide receiver?
Yeah, let's if Fields is still there, let's lock that up. Yeah, and we'll go wide receiver Fields.
Yeah, that works for me.
That'll give us our rushing upside quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, if he shows out, then
yeah. You know, make sure Fields doesn't have the same bye week as Russell Wilson, at least, I guess.
That's true.
Pat Frymuth just went 13th round, third pick.
Nope, Fields is week 14 bye.
Okay, good. So that'll
Justin Tucker.
I
So
mean-
people starting to round out their starting lineup.
Yep. People are going to start worried about kicker. That might push some people down to us, which is really good. I'm
There's just
fine
no value
if you
there.
want to stream defense and kicker.
If you look at the top kicker and the 10th kicker, it's not.
Yeah, it's not much difference.
Dameon Harris. So there's Dameon Harris. Round 13. I don't mind it. I'm assuming that's probably a bench player for him. Yeah, he's got Derrick Henry and Aaron Jones.
Ooh, he's got a good team. His isn't bad.
Yeah. I didn't like the CEH pick, but that I think that's the only one where I was like, eh.
Yeah. I mean, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, that's a start right there.
Yeah. The only thing, week 6 will be rough. Derrick Henry, Adams, and Cook all have
Oh yeah.
week 6 bye.
I try not to worry too much about bye weeks though. I'd
True.
rather have all of my players on the same bye week and lose that 1 week.
True.
Or, rather than.
And I'm one to talk. I have Russell Wilson, Javonte Williams, and CeeDee Lamb all week 9. So
Yeah, right. We got a lot of late in the year bye weeks on this team.
yeah.
A lot of 9 and over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's see what the Sleeper notification is. By the way, not a sponsor, but I love Sleeper. Rashad Penny has COVID-19 and will miss Friday's game. Very minor symptoms. Should be back with the team soon. Drake London, knee, still not practicing.
Michael
Today.
Carter, round 13 just went. Jacoby Myers just went.
So there's one of the guys we were talking about.
We're on the clock in 1 pitch, so we could pick between, Woods, Valdez, Scantling.
Wait, who's Jahan Dotson just went? Or no, that's his. Well, we wanted to take Justin Fields right here.
Yep.
We'll lock up Justin Fields right here. And then let's not forget Isaiah McKenzie.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jahan Dotson's still there.
Jahan Dotson, yeah. I thought he was taken, but we're on the clock now. Who was taken?
Kenneth
Walker goes.
So Robert Wood. So we want to go Justin Fields here, we think, or do we want?
Yeah, let's do Fields here, and we'll figure out on the way back. We'll get our second QB. Again, like I said, this bench has got 7 bench, so I'm okay with taking a second QB here. You get to like where you only have 5 bench, maybe even 6 bench. I'm not going to take a second QB. I almost never take a second tight end unless I completely punt the position, in which case I'll take 2 with upside right at the end of my draft.
Saints defense.
Saints defense went. We are on the clock. Treylon Burks went.
So that gives us Woods, Valdez Scantling.
Yeah.
Jahan Dotson.
MS Kid wanted us to make sure we remembered Nyheim Hines earlier.
Yep.
Could get a lot of pass catching work. Joshua Palmer. But again, I think we're pretty set at running back. So I think if I was looking here, I would say Robert Woods, Valdez Scantling, or Joshua Palmer.
Yeah, I think for me it's between Woods and Valdez Scantling.
Yeah, because Josh Palmer is the third. You know what I mean? That's a sleeper hopeful pick where Robert Woods and MVS should have instant starting value. Personally, I would take Valdez Scantling just because Patrick Mahomes, and he might just be the number 1 on the team.
Woods
And they play in a division that's going to have to pass the ball a lot.
All right.
Oh my goodness. You got a lot of burps in there or what? Jeez. No, yes, you do. I heard him, liar.
So-
Joe said he disappeared for a while, which means he had to work.
Well, we still got 2 picks we can do before we have to worry about defense or kicker.
All right, so we're getting to the end. We got 16 picks until our pick. Like Ryan just said, we got 2 picks left before defensive kicker, so we got 4 rounds left. We're looking at the stuff here. It's getting to the point where even defenses and kickers are coming up on the. Where do they have Isaiah McKenzie ranked? That's why I was wondering, because like,
Where is he?
wow.
Oops.
You're scrolling, and I've seen so many people like I would want on my team, that people that I've had to have on my team in my drafts because they were so 284. Wow. Under Kenyon Drake, who just got caught.
Yeah.
They've got him under a free agent, and they have it under free agent, so they know he got caught. That's wild. So as you were scrolling, I was looking, and I saw Brian Robinson,
Yep.
who I like having on my teams. Who else was it? Daryl Henderson,
Yeah.
because of Cam Akers. Tyler Algier, Rondale Moore, Michael Gallup. All these guys should be on teams. George Pickens. Like, this is just what happens when you only have
One man lead.
You want a popsicle? Hold on. She wants a popsicle, guys. I don't know if you heard.
All right. While you're away, yeah, Tyler Higbee did drafted, and then DJ Shark.
All right.
Rashad Penny still there is nuts to me.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are down on him because of the Kenneth Walker pickup, but I mean, if he could stay healthy, I think he keeps it, he hangs on to the job. I mean,
At least for this season, anyway. I mean,
right. Yeah. I mean, they brought him back on a 1-year deal because he can't stay healthy. So I don't think he stays healthy the whole season, but I mean, you're injury prone until you're not, is what they say.
very true. And then
I
we
mean,
had
people
Matt
are trying-
Ryan.
People are still taking the shot on CMC after 2 years where he's burnt you.
True.
I mean, we seen it in a 5 or 6 game stretch. I can't remember exactly what it was with Rashad Penny, where he was a running back 1.
I mean, we have a ton of running backs, but it's hard to
pass up on some of these guys.
I mean, the fact
I
that
mean,
we don't,
Naheem Hines and JD McKissick could have PPR value, but it's like we can draft players that are going to have more immediate impact over people that are strictly, those people are game script dependent.
exactly. Yeah,
I mean,
not super dependable.
yeah. I mean, if you're in a deep league where people are drafting, I'm trying not to be mean, but where people are drafting smartly, those guys definitely have more value. But when you've got people on the board like Rashad Penny, who could be a starting for one of the highest running volume team,
There's going to be a lot of
in
attempts
the
there.
league.
A lot of carries. I mean, even if he ended up,
MS Kid 11 said B, and I don't know why.
I mean,
Did we ask an A, B, or C question? I'm
Oh.
confused.
Maybe he's grading my draft as a B.
I mean, possibly. I mean, I like it. Sorry.
There's Rashad.
There's Rashad Penny off the board.
Good value.
I
Naheem
like it. I
Hines.
mean, Naheem Hines just went.
Robert Woods still there. Palmer, Dotson.
Isaiah McKenzie still there.
Irv Smith is a breakout tight end candidate.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll ever start him over
No.
Andrews.
And then you still got Isaiah McKenzie way down.
Yeah, and Brian Robinson, Rondale Moore, who, especially the first couple weeks of the season when DeAndre Hopkins is out, could see a lot of work.
You'd think the guy
Um,
that the person that drafted Hopkins would be looking at that, but
That's a very good point. That is a solid point. Like, if you draft DeAndre Hopkins, try to get Rondale Moore too.
especially
that,
if in ESPN leads, if they have him ranked at 226,
I can't believe how low he is. I'm fading on Isaiah Spiller.
yes.
What do we got? One more pick? Oh, no, we still got two before we need kicker and defense.
Yep.
So I think what we could do is we'll take our next two picks, and then we could probably end this live stream.
Yeah, because
We don't need to see the kicker and defense pick.
Tyler Boyd,
So after our next two picks, Tyler Boyd, that's good value. I don't mind that. Tyler Boyd in the 14th. How far down was he? I didn't even see him on the list.
let me see if they show where they had him ranked. If it will. They had him at wide receiver
He was
31. Doesn't really say
Yeah, I
where
don't
they
think
had
it-
him ranked.
He was low. He must have been low because I don't remember even seeing him. That's a good pickup.
JD McKissick,
All right. Now these people, those seem to be the right picks at this moment. What do we got? 9 picks?
yep.
We got Robert Woods still sitting there. Very well could be the number one wide receiver for that
Yeah.
team. That's hard to pass on. Jahan Dotson has gotten a lot of buzz coming out of camp. I would have to go Jahan Dotson over Joshua Palmer or Isaiah McKenzie. Like I said, they're going to be the threes on their teams.
Them you're almost drafting in case of an injury because then their value immediately skyrockets.
Right. Jahan Dotson is going to be the number 2 on his team, and a lot of reports out of camp are saying, he very well very well could be number 1. How far is Daniel Jones down on this list?
Let me see.
Right there.
247.
247.
But in our face, Joe, Zach Wilson's 312 and Matt Jones is 344.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
No one has
Definitely
faith in
above,
Trevor Lawrence this
QB
year.
29.
Yeah. I mean, the only people behind Matt Jones and Zach Wilson are Jared Goff, Baker, and Deshaun
Davis Mills,
Watson.
Mariota.
And then after that, it's not even starters. Well, not guaranteed starters.
Right.
That seems so low for Tannehill.
It's because he lost A.J. Brown, and now Treylon Burks isn't looking great in camp, and Robert Woods is coming off an injury.
Robert Woods just got drafted in Russell Gate.
Yeah, we're almost done, JJ. Just your casual 2-hour-long stream. But hey, it says we got 6 viewers. I mean, people are loving the content. Or, it's old people trying to sleep and got us on the
Raheem
background.
Mostert, I don't want any
Brian
part
does
of
have
that.
a really soothing voice.
I do. Raheem Mostert, I don't want any part of that Miami backfield.
There's a clip for the shorts there, Joe.
Packers defense. Oh,
Yeah,
there's
Joe, it was changed. It was changed to questionable because he's got COVID. I just announced it. Come on now.
Pay attention.
Pay attention, Joe.
All right.
Pay attention or go do work, not both.
A lot of the ones we were eyeing just got picked. Woods just got picked. Dotson just got picked.
Oh, no. Well, let's see here. What do we need? 2 more here. Darrell Henderson is still a decent pickup because if Cam Akers goes down,
I'm crazy. I'm still okay with drafting Jameson Williams and letting him sit on my IR for 4 weeks.
Do you have an IR?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah. And then we can go just waiver wire some. Any Amir Abdullah thoughts for the late pick? Yeah, he's been, going up. I'm still not super high on him. What is your take on Amir Abdullah?
Yeah, I'm not interested.
Yeah,
there's a lot more I would go for.
And JJ wants to know, is Brian Robinson still available? And that's a huge yes. He's pretty far down on the list. Evan Ingram just went, Joe's favorite tight end.
We could even go Jameson Williams and then Brian Robinson.
Yeah, we could do that. I'm fine with that. I mean, right now it's strictly upside we're going for. I mean, our starting lineup is set and has been since round 9.
Right.
So I'm 100% okay with Brian Robinson or Jameson Williams and Brian Robinson. So those will probably be our last 2 picks.
Yeah, unless someone snipes us, but I'm not thinking so. But I don't think he's.
Antonio Gibson is the starting kick returner for the Commanders. Jeez.
Yeah. What do you think that means for his running back? Do you think that takes some work away?
It definitely takes some work away because they're not going to have him kick return and then go right out there and run the first ball. So Brian Robinson will probably start every, if they get the kickoff first thing, he's going to start every game.
Fantasy Pros is recommending Darrell Henderson. They just went away from him so much last year towards the end of the season.
He got injured. When he was in there, they played him. And then, when Cam Akers came back, they went straight Cam Akers. But Sean McVay's a smart coach. If they're both healthy, he's going to play the more explosive one more. I like Darrell Henderson. I take him as a shot in a lot of my leagues.
Maybe he'll be my waiver pickup.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's few people that you can get at the very end of your draft that have the upside so very clearly baked in.
Marvin Jones Jr., Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, 1 pick. You already got James. You should have queued up Jameson Williams. But...
Ryan Tannehill. So you think Jameson Williams?
Yeah, I would go Jameson Williams and just put him right on your IR. Fine with it. Then you can see how he looks after he comes off IR and cut him then.
Yeah, then Alexander Madison just went. So Brian Robinson?
Yep, that's what I would think.
That closes out our draft. Take it away, Seymour.
All right, so we're not going to stick around for the kicker and defense. We'll let Ryan just do that, whatever he wants to do. If you like what you heard, make sure you subscribe and like the video for us. Make sure you go check us out on Apple and Spotify. Also, tune in, iHeartRadio, Pandora. We're everywhere. Over on Apple, please leave us a 5-star review. Get us out there and, give us the opportunity to make you more content. Anything else, Ryan?
Nope, that covers it.
All right. And for JJ and Joe from the comments, this has been Garbage Time Fantasy Football, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.